Hey guys, it's SimQueen, and today I'm doing another speed build for the A to Z build challenge. This time we are on the letter J, and this one wasn't too difficult for me. I definitely knew I wanted to do something sort of jungle themed, especially with all the new stuff we got with Island Living. And so this time I'm building in Selva Dorada. I haven't built here in a long time actually. I think altogether I've probably only done like 2 other builds in this world. So I was very excited to be back building in this world, and yeah, I had an idea to do sort of a jungly house on stilts. I want to be able to utilize as much as I can from the new pack, and I just thought like the stilts over water is cool, but I definitely wanted to try just stilts on land as well, and it kind of gave me like a treehouse vibe. I almost wanted to try doing a treehouse, but I knew that it was going to be kind of difficult to do, and I didn't have a ton of time. I am doing a lot of pre-recording right now, and I'm in a huge hurry to get these videos up, or to get them recorded at least. Basically, I'm doing 3 weeks worth of recordings in just a few days. Well, actually, no, that's not true. I started last week, but I didn't have a ton of time to do videos. I'm going away for 3 weeks. My husband and I are going camping. We have this spot on a lake where we just like pull our trailer and we just stay there for like 3 weeks at a time. My husband is on vacation, or he has like his holidays from work, so we're gonna spend 3 weeks at the lake, and I just wanted to make sure that I had daily uploads still. That's always my first priority, and I know everyone says like, oh, just don't do daily uploads, but I don't know, it's like part of my OCD. I want to have a video every single day, so yeah, I was in a bit of a rush to get this one up, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I loved being able to use all the new stuff we got from the Island Living pack. I did do a Hawaiian build as soon as the pack came out, so I got a chance to look at all the new items and use a lot of them, but I wanted to use them sort of in a different way. That was a more of a Hawaiian, Polynesian theme. This is more of like jungle theme, and I thought that this whole pack just suited it really well. And I think for my next build, the letter K, I won't say what type of build I'm doing for that, but I can guarantee I will be using a lot of these same items again. So I've been really enjoying the pack. I think the build items might be one of my favorite things about this pack, and I know that they came out like a month ago and I'm still kind of ranting about it, or not ranting, but raving about it, but I do love the build items a lot. Now that I've had a chance to sort of explore all the gameplay that Island Living has to offer, I can kind of conclude that I do like the pack. There are a few negative things though in my mind. The aspiration is total crap. I really didn't like the new aspiration. It was done, I did it in less than a sim day, which I think is just ridiculous. They definitely should have put more effort into that aspiration, especially because that is how I choose to play the game. I play with aspirations all the time, and it's a big deal for me, so I was disappointed in that. Other than that, I think I loved everything about the pack. There's like not a ton to do really. I mean, you float and then you like get on a lounger and you swim with the dolphins and you're like, wow, that's cool, but then it wears off after a while and you're not exactly sure what to do next. So, I mean, that's kind of how it is with every pack, but I do wish we had a few more things to do, a few more activities. The Sims 3 was amazing for that. We had so many activities in The Sims 3, and I mean, we also had like hobbies and sports as well, which I thought was so fun. And I do wish we could get like a hobby sort of pack as well with this, with The Sims 4. I think people would really love that. It just gives your Sims something to do, and sports are a big part of everyone's lives, and not everyone, but a lot of people's lives in real life as well. So it'd be fun to be able to play through that in The Sims as well. But anyway, so there wasn't a ton. I didn't actually plan on doing sort of like this separate bathroom, like an outhouse almost. A fancier outhouse, that's for sure. But I didn't really plan on doing that. I was going to put the bathroom inside and realized I didn't have a lot of space. I knew I wanted to just do one bedroom in sort of a loft type area at the top of the house here where I'm working on this. For some reason I want to start with the bedroom, but I'm working on that right now, but I didn't have a ton of room for a bathroom, so I thought I would just do it separately. This house to me is not exactly off the grid. It's sort of like a luxurious tree house to me. Like the outside is a little bit like, I don't know. It doesn't look fancy from the outside, but you go in and it's like nicely furnished and put together quite nicely. So it's kind of living in luxury. It's not exactly off the grid though. They do have like plumbing and electricity and all of that. I originally wasn't going to do it, but I did my eco-friendly home, and so I was thinking like, I've kind of been there, done that, so this time I think I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to try not to use all the same items, at least not all the same swatches for my next build. I'm really excited about this next build that I'm going to be doing for the letter K. It was really difficult to find something. Architectural styles for the letter K was so complicated, and it took me a lot of research to find something, and I'm really excited for that. So that build will probably be out next week, hopefully. There might be a bit of a break in builds because I don't have a ton of time. So Let's Plays are super easy to record because they're always ready to go. But a build is a lot different. You gotta spend the time to make the build, and you have to do your voiceover and edit it, and it takes a long time. And so I normally do weekly uploads for speed builds, but there might be a bit of a break in that. I might not have one at all next week. But eventually I will get back to that same schedule. And also, it's a little discouraging when you work so hard at builds and you don't really get a ton of views on your channel. And I know that I've always said I don't really do anything for the views, I just enjoy doing it. But builds are a little bit different when you put so much work into it. It is enjoyable, but it does definitely help to be able to get a little bit of recognition for it, so it kind of motivates you to keep you going. And at this point, there's not a ton of that. So I may be slowing down on my builds just a little bit, but I think my inspiration will definitely come back. And I'll just keep going. I'm loving the A to Z build challenge as well. It's motivating in itself to sort of have a new letter to work towards all the time. And so far I've been doing one letter a week, and that's been going really well. So I would love to keep that momentum going. I was going to use the chairs that came with Island Living, but they were a little bit too, what's the word, like not rustic, but like, I don't know, they didn't really match the house. They weren't polished enough, I guess, so I wanted to use something a little bit different. I did change the color of the countertops. I'm not a huge fan of orangey wood colors, and I tried to use them as much as I could in this build because it matched the theme I was going for, but it's definitely hard for me because I automatically go for the darker wood, like all over the outside of this house. I did use that new paneling that we have, and the windows are all really dark wood as well, and then the inside is like this orangey wood, which is hard for me because I'm not a huge fan of it, but I do love the way that this house turned out. I think it looks really nice, and I just love being able to use all these items. I used this couch here for the first time. Didn't even know we had this couch, but it's fun to be able to not just look at the new items we get, but actually use them in a build. And so that's mostly what my goal was with this build, is to just use items that I haven't used yet. And so the next like 2 builds will be just more Island Living stuff because I really do love all the items we got, and I want a chance to use all of them. So over here, I'm just kind of cluttering up this little area here. I did want this house to be rather cluttered. I think I used that wall piece twice in this build, which I didn't mean to do. I completely forgot that I've already used it kind of at the base of the stairs there, but that's okay. It still looks good. And I like the greens in this room as well. And then I put a rug down that had some orangey reds in it, and I wasn't sure if it was going to match, but I think it looks pretty good. Altogether, I'm pretty happy with this house. I think it's pretty cute. I don't remember exactly how much it ends up costing. Probably a lot, because I really don't ever pay attention to how much a build is gonna end up costing. I just kind of go for it, so it could be quite expensive. I do use a lot of like decorative items here, and I'm not sure how much these are. I just pulled them out and placed them. No idea how much they cost. And yeah, I've never done like a starter house or a house on a budget or anything like that. Maybe I should, because I think that'd be a really hard challenge for me. I grab anything and I'm never worried about how much it costs. But I should definitely try something like a starter or some kind of big budget build, because that would be a huge challenge for me that I haven't tried yet. So that's pretty much it for the inside of the house. Now, I was going to work on the deck outside, but I decided to work on the pool area first. So I built a pool over here. I pictured having a pool surrounded by like lush jungle. I want the entire outside of this house to be very jungly, very lush, very vibrant, lots of color. I sort of had this idea in my head, and I was just trying to make it come together here. Place a lot of ferns and bushes and like just things that make this look like it's right in the middle of the jungle. One very annoying thing is that you can't really place any type of landscaping next to the stilts. It kind of clips up or jumps up. It doesn't really let you get that close to the stilts, which I find a little frustrating, because it's so tempting not to, like, I want to put landscaping underneath the stilts, but you can't. At least I don't think you can. There might be a cheat around that, but I'm not aware of it yet. So I just kind of had to finagle, I guess, and find ways to put the landscaping around it and still make it look filled up and lush. And I think it looks pretty good. I used a lot of different plants. Like, I didn't even think about it. I just placed things down. I wanted lots of color. I like the idea of these bushes being around the pool and kind of having it a little bit secluded. I wanted the trees and all the vegetation to sort of close in this build, so it does make it feel like you're secluded and no one can really see you, and it's just your own little space. So I am very happy with how all of the landscaping turned out. I think it looks pretty good. Again, went crazy with the color, maybe a little too much. Like, I did not hesitate at all. I just used whatever I wanted. There's a ton of ferns everywhere. I did put like a couple of loungers by the pool, which looks really nice, and I think I put a pool floaty as well. And yeah, I just think it looks like a nice relaxing vacation home. This is on the gallery. My origin ID is SimQueen 1992. If you enjoyed this speed build, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know what you think, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Thanks for watching.